Hello everybody and welcome back. Gee, it's hump day. It's Wednesday as of uploading this. And which means it's been kind of quiet, right? Well, I'm sure there are people who you've been interacting with recently or interacted with in the past, and they're just silent towards you, leaving you hanging. Does that make it right? I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna go that far. What? Why are they it's just, yeah. Why? Why are they silent towards you? Did you do anything wrong? I doubt that you did. But we're gonna get to the bottom of that. So I need everyone to just clear the air and just inhale. You're fine, you're safe here. Understand that you are protected on this channel. No, and that is another thing that you need to understand. Not many readers protect their audience. They just protect themselves. Well, I protect myself, and I'm protecting you to make. And yeah. Enough with my ramblings. Hope you picked your pile. We're gonna go on to pile number 1 right now. Pile number 1, how are you? So, why have they been silent towards you? Why have they not been contacting you? It's an awful, awful, awful feeling to not feel acknowledged or, yeah, just affirmed. What's going on with them? Anyways, let's get rid of the negative energies here. And Eight of Cups, money problems, turning your back and walking away, knowing nothing more can be done. Oh, wow. So, Seven of Wands, frustrations, you're able to overcome it. Oh, okay. The Lovers, love affairs, problematic, not problematic, romantic building again within marriage, relationship relatives, yeah, all that fun stuff. Six of Swords. Oh. Seven of Cups. All that glitters is not Cold, look beyond the clouds. Okay. Ace of Cups. And let's also get one more in. Here, Ten of Pentacles. Money contentments, signing of money agreement. Okay, you know what? Initially, that's what I was kind of seeing where it was going, especially with frustrations and you might have this could easily be misconstrued as they're frustrated with their love life, or they feel like it's dead. However, with the first card, money problems, this person, I mean, we can look at it in several ways here, multiple ways actually. They just seem to be very, 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 very focused on gathering their resources, on focusing themselves. And I don't mean as in like they're ignoring you because they don't feel worthy of you or whatever, or to neglect you purposely. They do love you. They really do care about you. However, they are going through a lot of financial issues that love and togetherness, as of now, is like the last thing on their minds. And I understand that that can feel kind of you can feel resented a little bit and left in the dust. The thing is that you're not being ignored for no legitimate reason. Nor are you being cheated on or anything like that. This person is just very overwhelmed. Not overwhelmed by you, just overwhelmed with life. Just so much is going on here. Especially with the Six of Swords. They are always trying to calm everything down around them. They're very frustrated. They're very angry. They're going through a lot of economic struggles. And struggles even with their love life. Now, if you're part of their love life, we can apply it to, if he's having struggles with his love life, it's not exactly struggles in terms of making you happy or whatever. Because if you're happy with this person, then that's not much of an issue. It's maintaining that happiness, making sure that there's a balance and consistency. And for both sides, that's very, very hard to do. It's very hard to manage and maintain a relationship, especially if you're going through a bunch of economic struggles and issues. Yeah, because how are you getting the resources to maintain such a thing? And I'm not saying, this is not to say they're giving up on the relationship or giving up on you or themselves. It's just they're more so focused on just maintaining the success and maintaining the resources to maintain the relationship or the connection that they have with you. I mean, like, it is very, very, very money related. So and they are, you have money improvements right here. See, so they're trying their dangest to do whatever it is they can to help provide and maintain afloat. And that's actually very, very, very hard to do. That's very, very hard to do here, especially in this economy. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people have lost their relationships. And it's very, very awful at this day and age. So this person, is also, they really, really, really do love you. They really, really do. They really care about you. And so much that they're doing whatever it is to improve their lives to help improve yours. Now, yeah, this person may be in a relationship with you, or maybe single, maybe they're not in a relationship with you, but they want to be seen as somebody that you can rely on. And so they just kind of feel nervous that they don't feel worthy of your presence. That's another possibility, because there are a lot of people who feel like if they don't meet the criteria of somebody, then it's like, what in the world is the point of keeping in contact with them? Why keep in contact and keep their hopes up when I can't even provide or give them what they need? So it's more so that they're focusing on themselves thus far, at least. So let's continue. You got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Activated earth, power places, key lines, trust where you're led. Perspective, none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. And loosen your grip, coping mechanism, density, addiction, let God in. This person is just going through a lot of internal battles, and not just internal battles, but as we said, a lot of financial battles. They're trying to maintain their livelihood. They're trying to do whatever they can to break out of their codependency. Or you might even see them as codependent because of their financial reasons, or you may be they may feel that you're codependent on them, and that's something at this time and day, like at this day and age, for them at least, not for everybody, but for them specifically, they're just not willing to take on that responsibility, because they are just barely staying afloat. Now, that's not to say that they don't care about you whatsoever. They absolutely do. But they just are like overwhelmed. They're trying to get the resources. They're trying to get a new job. They're trying to make more money. They're focusing on themselves to set themselves up, because they do know that you're codependent. and up to a certain point that they are codependent, and there's some people who just are just don't want to feel like they are. They want to bring they want to help contribute. They want to not just help contribute, but just like be the contributor, be the go-to, especially if this is a man. Men really get a high off of providing your provisions, and you're gathering the resources, and you're helping and giving all that stuff out and sharing with others. So this person, they just don't want to be seen as weak. They feel like they're weak. They feel like they're not worthy of you, or they don't deserve you, and that's more of an insecurity on their behalf. They're especially like, look, soul growth and conflict. They're just trying to grow. They're trying to grow, and they're trying to do whatever it is they can to better themselves and better their livelihoods. And even if it's to your benefactor, improve your livelihood. They're trying their best to make everybody prosper and to help people prosper. So if you're worried, you should probably loosen your grip and just start trusting the process a bit more. Start trusting people and what's going on. Trust their word. They're not cheating on you. They're not doing. That's not happening. That's not what the cards are saying. They're just more so focused on really helping you out and helping themselves out as well. Orbs of light. The pink rose of Lady Nada. Sixth ray of devotion. Paradigm shift. Invitation to connect. Key of light. First ray of power. So there is something good here. This whole process, this whole thing is a paradigm shift, because maybe in a prior time, there might have been a time when they felt very discouraged, because they felt like they were not worthy of you or anything like that. They just felt powerless, or you might have neglected them because they did not have the resources, or like the type, or the things that you needed, or they needed to grow a bit more. So they basically have been silent towards you because it's just all been self-improvement, and they want that paradigm to shift. They will give you an invitation to connect. They will reach out again, but they are just not ready. They are devoted not just to themselves, but they are devoted to you to a certain extent, especially if they're going to reach out to connect to you. They've just been doing a lot of soul searching. They've been doing a lot of not just soul searching, but also work on themselves and work on their personality, their persona, their careers, all that. That they've been focusing so much on themselves that they just basically had you as an afterthought. Now, does that mean that you're insignificant? No, absolutely not. It doesn't mean that you're insignificant at all. If anything, you are one of the key reasons why they had this epiphany and why this paradigm shift is even happening in the first place. They're doing it, they did it for you, or they did it because you helped them realize something that really needed to be fixed or worked on. And they took that to heart. They took your advice, or they realized what they had to do, and they're just running with it as of now. And that's very, very, very phenomenal on their part. That means that they're taking a lot of personal responsibility. They're doing whatever it is that they can to help improve not just their lives, but yours. It wouldn't shock me if they would want to reach out to you, because they just... You played a good and key factor in their life. You helped them realize what they needed to do. And again, this is not to toot your ego or toot your horn, pile number one. This isn't. But I'm just giving credit where credit is due. You helped. This really helped them see the light and realize how powerful they are. It really empowered them. This whole paradigm shift really did empower them. Now they felt powerless, and like they just didn't mean much to you beforehand. Now the switch has been flipped. It's the other way around. Celestial teacher. Gratitude. Shine. Communication. Surrender. Intuition. And balance. Okay, so again, they have been doing a lot of soul searching, and to a certain extent, you were their celestial teacher. Now, have you seen that there was like an invitation to connect, and there's also communication? We have these two here. That means that they are going to come back into your life and show how gratuitous that they are to you, because you did help them shine a huge light on things that they absolutely needed to improve on. You really, so they actually did surrender to your guidance. They surrendered to a lot of this, to the world around them. They were humbled by you, very, very humbled, because there might have been a situation or a scenario where you two kind of got into a fight, or there was a huge conflict. There was just something that felt kind of off, and there just needed to be a lot of fixing, just like within the whole dynamic. And they did. They very much did their best to do that. And because they want to bring balance to not just their lives, but to your life. So I mean, they will eventually reach out. They're just trying to balance their world and balance the energies. Because that is exactly what's needed. They need to balance the dynamics that are going on in their lives. So, do not feel guilty. Do not feel upset or disappointed. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? They just need their me time. And sometimes people's me time takes a little while because they are discovering who and what they are. They're trying to bring balance, and they're trying to bring balance to the dynamic between you and them. They're doing whatever they can. Well, at least they're trying. At least they're really trying. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that pile number 1. We're going to go on to pile number 2 now. Pile number 2, how are you? So, why have they been leaving you in the dust? Why have they been silent towards you? Is it something that you've done? Is it something that they're working on? Is it you? Is it them? Is it something else? Well, let's try to inhale and just like clear the energies here, just so that way we can have a deeper understanding. Just inhale and exhale. So, the world overseas trip, money, luck, world, okay. The Magician, element of surprise, good or bad. The High Priestess, wow. Wow, okay. King of Swords, cold, abrasive, demands respect. Oh, geez. Two of Wands, short journey, movement, or near water. Oh, okay. The Moon. Oh, deception, emotions up or down. Deception or delays, emotions up or down. Maybe deceiving yourself, emotion. Oh, okay. Oh. And we got deception twice. Oh, man. Well, I don't want to make anyone feel bad, but they're heartbroken. They're heartbroken about something, especially here. They just they might have seen you, or they themselves might have been going through this, but not just them going through this, but they might have seen you be this very, very, very wonderful, well-to-do person. This person, and not just that, but this person, kind of, I would want to say that we can read it in two ways. It could be the fact that they are doing whatever they can to empower their world, and they're exploring, and so they're ignoring you, and they're making things happen. They not just see themselves, but they are very, very powerful. They're very influential, and they have a lot of high influence, and they have a lot of respect. But they've just been going on these like short journeys, and they just not just these short journeys, but they've just been really, how should I say this? They just feel like they just want some sort of like power. Not they feel like they need some sort of power, not just exclusively that, but they just have felt very powerless throughout their whole life. Or just something that they've been going through has very much left them heartbroken. Hence, back then. Or we can put it the other way, where it just like the reason why they're shutting. So it could be two ways. They just feel like they have all the power, and they feel like they can just be on top of the world, and they don't need anybody. So they're not exclusively like that to you. They're just like that to everyone else, and they're capitalizing on their status, and they're giving you this idea that they're all happy and stuff like that. However, that is deception. That's just an illusion. Deep down inside, they are just absolutely distraught. They're not happy. It would not shock me if they have if they've done something wrong. This is someone with a lot of power, or they've just been trying, even if they don't have a lot of power and influence. This is someone who wants to go above and beyond their heartbreaks, and they feel heartbroken by you because you might have wanted someone else, or you might have just not taken them seriously, all of this other stuff. Or on the flip side, so they feel heartbroken by you, but also not just in that context, but they're leaving you hanging because it's just that I don't want to go as far as say that you trigger them, but I will say that they don't want to break your heart. they do understand that they have a lot of power, they do have a lot of influence, and they do have a lot of greatness in you. But the thing is that, you know, especially with the Two of Wands, the short trip, their relationships are very, very short, and if anything, they have mad respect for you. So they're not exactly neglecting you or leaving you hanging because you're bad or you're wrong or whatever. They're not staying silent towards you because they don't care about you. Actually, they're staying silent towards you because they do care about you. They don't want you to be attached to them because they know that they just can't be easily satisfied. There's a lot going on in their lives, and if this is someone with a lot of status and power and influence, they're just saying, you know what? I've broken so many hearts. You're not one of the ones that I want to break. I don't want, so they are basically staying silent towards you. Just, this is actually extremely gracious of them to basically just help you avoid heartache and strife and trauma. Because they know that they're like one of the, and even if this is not part of the 1% people, this is someone who's very good with others. They're very charming. They're very outgoing. They are very just nice and pleasant to be with, and you felt like that you needed them, that they were the right one. But the thing is that their lifestyle and your lifestyles were not in tandem with one another's, and they just know that even as much as they would like for certain things to work out, it just wouldn't. No matter how hard they tried or how hard you tried, it just wouldn't work. The dynamics and just the scenarios are just, just in completely different worlds. So it's not the fact that they're being silent towards you because they're scondaling off and they say, ha ha ha, I don't need you. It can also be that it can be that, but again, it can also be that they're just heartbroken. They're heartbroken because they just don't feel like they're good enough for you. They just don't feel like because you are the world to them. You are very much a high priestess and very strong and this, that, or the other. But the thing is that there might have been something that you said or something that you helped realize, and it just hurt them. And they're saying, you know what, what's the point? They just basically given up. Now, and they're just hurt. They're distraught because they feel like, I wouldn't say that they felt like they were lied to, but they just saw so very highly of you. But it just, but for something hit, and they just, they're just like saying, you know what, I can't anymore. This is torture. Jump in Andromedan energy. Jump in Andromedan energy. Adventure. Say yes to change. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Starbathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Whales and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. And I'm sorry, defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting. See? They feel like another thing that they feel, especially I forgot to, that I may not have, is that they feel like they've wronged you because of their lifestyle or because of the just like the decisions. They just feel upset about something, whether it's something that they've done or the circumstances, but they feel bad. But not just that, these people are just trying to figure out exactly what it is wrong with them or wrong with the situation here, because this is this person, the reason why they're just like leaving you, just ignoring you, and they're staying silent towards you, is because because just there's just a lot of stuff that needs changing. Not exclusive, and I'm not saying this to you that you need to change, but something in their circumstances or something between your both dynamics need to change. And that's not, and again, I'm not saying that you're the only one that and they're gaslighting. It's like you're the one who did it all wrong and this, that, or the other. No, it's just, again, the dynamics are just completely different. Now, in order for any of this and they just don't want to get your hopes up. Now, which I think is very considerate, and they feel very upset that they might have hurt you. They just feel distraught, guilty, and it's just like, how do I make it up to this? How do I try to look beyond, and how do I make ends meet and make up for this person? So that's one thing. Another thing that they're trying to do is also help you look within as well, so and see where you've gone wrong. And it's not a gaslighting thing. Silent, because the thing is that when you're with silence, whenever there's a silence around you, or just not just silence around you, but when you're isolated, there's no one to communicate with besides yourself. And this, so it has to do with a lot of soul searching. They're doing a lot of soul searching themselves. They're doing whatever it is they can to just fix whatever is needed to be fixed. again, this is not exclusively, you didn't do anything wrong or anything like that. So don't feel upset. Don't feel guilty, pile number 2. Just don't. Because you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything wrong. All right. They do have a lot of deep love for you. If they didn't, they wouldn't. If anything, they are leaving you behind because they love you, because they don't want you to be heartbroken. They don't want to break your heart. So they would rather have you feel like a little ouchy instead of you being scarred for life. Because a lot of this stuff is just going to lead, it's just going to be temporary satisfaction for you. They know that you are looking for something legitimate and something long-term. The fact of the matter is that their lifestyle and just them in general, they're not into that. They're not into like 100% like 24/7 commitments. Now, that's not to say that that nobody is. There absolutely is. There absolutely are people that are looking for 100% commitments. Just this person isn't, and just because their lifestyle. Plus, this person is not easily satisfied and stuff like that, and but they do have a conscience. They do acknowledge that you are very, very great. You have a wonderful heart. You have great intentions, and you have a great, beautiful soul. And they don't want to damage that. These people may be narcissistic egotists. However, they're just saying, you know what? I just don't want to scar them. So they have a conscience, especially towards you. Unplug from mass consciousness. Spiritual decree. Third ray of creative intelligence. Initiation by fire. Dark night of the soul. Eleven messages in the numbers. The heart transmission. This is another thing why they're ignoring you. Why they're just being silent towards you. Either you or them just need to unplug from mass mass consciousness. They not just that, but it's like, because a lot of a lot of this, I shouldn't say a lot of this, but a lot of the way of these people think is very again, very status based, and it's very they're just telling you need to get that out of your head, that this isn't happening. And even if even if the best circumstances were possible, the dynamic is just not there. This person does have a lot of creative intelligence. This person is very, very they could be and also initiation by fire. This person could be a fire sign. This person can be just or they can just say, you know what, they're putting it on fire and just saying I can't do this, and so dark night of the soul. But the thing is that again, the heart transmission. they are doing this to save your sanity. They're doing whatever it is they can to make sure that even though that you have a soft spot for them, and even if they may have a soft spot for you, they're doing whatever it is they can to just not hurt anybody. Or they know they hurt you. That's another thing. They know that they hurt you. And they just can't process that. They just can't look at themselves like that. And it's rough. It's rough. And yeah, they just don't want to hurt you. They really, really don't. And if they did, they're very, very, very sorry, and they just can't forgive themselves. But again, also, it's also their dynamic. So in a way, they are looking out for you and caring for you by saying, you do not want to be part of my life. Because if they did, they would keep your hopes up. They would keep contacting you. They would be doing all these other grandiose things, but they stopped doing it because they know your expectations from you of them. And they're just saying is that I would love that, but again, that just can't and won't happen. So they're just making themselves non-existent to you. I mean, it's hard. It's very heartbreaking. It is gut-wrenching. But they would rather have you heartbroken for like a few months, maybe a year, as opposed to you permanently damaged for years, if not the rest of your life. They don't want to traumatize you. They would rather have you have there be a sting in your heart, a little heartache, but yeah. They don't want it to ache forever. They don't want to traumatize you. Free spirit. Limitless. Walk your truth. Celebration. Emotions. Strength. Let go. It's extremely hard to do, but this is exactly what you need to do, and these are the things that you need to do. You need to free your spirit. You cannot restrict yourself from this one person. You have to let it go and understand that them ignoring you is really helping you with this, helping you realize that you very much are a free spirit. You are limitless, and you should actually walk your truth and not try to not try to conform and rely on others' lifestyles. Because you are a lot more developed than they are. Even if they think, not if they think, but even if you think that it's the other way around. No, it isn't. Another thing, we can even, with that card, we can actually sum it up and saying that, they just don't feel like it could be, the whole thing could be the reverse, that they see that you are very powerful and that you're not, that they're not worthy of you. I'm not saying that they're guilty, they're going to be all guilty and say, oh, I'm not worthy of you, or this, that, or the other, and toot your ego, or they're just going to flake out because they're scared. It's just that you're a very powerful entity, and they're not. They portray themselves to be powerful, but a lot of powerful people don't show that they're powerful. They don't acknowledge that they are. But some of the best people I've ever encountered, they're not, they don't have the most status, they don't have the most attention, but heck, do they have the best hearts, and are they some of the strongest people ever? And so it's just best, it's just best to let it go, man. It's just best to let it go. Don't just celebrate the fact that you don't need to worry about heartache anymore. Use that heartache and you went through, and turn it into a strength. Learn how to trigger those emotions, and balance your emotions, and become a lot stronger. Believe it or not, it's going to feel a lot better if you just release all of this and not have any of this phase you. Well, what do you say? It's all up to you, but and also it's very hard, but ultimately it's for the best, and you need to see it that way. It's for everybody's benefit. Sorry that it's going out like that, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you liked that pile number 2. We're gonna go into pile number 3 now. Pile number 3, how are you? So, why are they ignoring you? Why are they being so silent towards you? Must be an awful feeling. And I'm sorry that you're going through this. Oh, we need to get to the bottom of this, don't we? Well, let's see. Let's gather, just rattle out all of these negative harsh feelings out of us. And just inhale and Four of Pentacles, money improvements, more money coming your way. Temperance, money restrictions, testing the waters. Oh. Queen of Cups. Very caring. Page of Pentacles. Student, male, female, graduate. Okay. Ten of Cups, happiness, good things, party or celebrations. Nine of Wands, you need to take a step out of the situation, that then you will see more clearly. And Nine of Pentacles, peace of mind, contentment. This person is just, this isn't so much of an ego thing, but this person is just very, very, very all about, how should I say this? This person that they've been has been ignoring you does seem to come across as someone who's extremely wealthy and very, very centered around their own prosperity. It can be someone with high status or low status, but the thing is that they're just very focused on working on themselves and their power. They want to make something out of themselves. So right now, they're not. Right now, they're not talking to you, not because you did anything wrong or anything. They're just not in that mindset. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't say anything, do anything. You didn't hurt them or anything like that. This has nothing to do with you. This has everything about this person trying to self-improve, and they're just like so focused on getting their stuff together. They're just worried about getting that money, getting that wealth, getting that status, getting the job. You gotta focus on getting like a family together, whether if it was with you or someone else, or just I'm just like, they're just, I don't know, but they're just hyper focused on their prosperity and their because I'm getting an understanding that this person is not doesn't really come from a strong, like a supportive or a nuclear beginnings, or let alone these like not just nuclear but secure and well-to-do beginnings. They don't come from that. They really, really don't. And if they do, they're trying to improve upon that. They're all about bettering themselves and bettering the future and bettering their families and bettering this. But as of now, if they don't have a family, and they're single and they're a peer of yours, or there's someone that you know, or a friend of yours, anything like that, they're just very focused on them. They're focused on getting their stuff together, making more money. They want to have a family. This is what they want. They want to have a family. They want to have, they want to be married. They want to be prosperous. They're tired, especially at this climate, this economic climate. They're doing whatever the heck they can to just survive and get themselves out of the rut that they're in. They just want to be able to provide. They want to be able to provide, even if it's not economically. This could be someone who's trying to work on their esteem and trying to get their stuff together psychologically and emotionally, so that way they can be suited to have a family. So that way they can be. But whatever it is, whether they're going to school or they're working on their career or they're focusing on themselves, and whatever it is, it's all about their self-improvement. This has nothing to do with you. This has nothing to... Don't take this to heart. If they're ignoring you, do not take this to heart. They just want to be the best them. They want to make the most money. They want to have the strongest life, the most prosperous life. And it is very, 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 very hard to do that at this day and age. And it absolutely is. Let's get a little bit more into detail here. You're not for everyone. Embrace your awareness. Face your true north. Deep cellular healing, Arcticus energy, physical and emotional healing. Harith, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Oh, okay. So I see where this is going. I remember Soul Plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. And trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So, this is what it really, really is. This person seems to just feel like... This person seems to have a lot of personal traumas. Like they were never, ever, ever, ever good enough. They didn't... they weren't good enough lovers, or they didn't make enough money, or they were not good enough in their talent. There's just some bizarre insecurity that, I shouldn't say bizarre insecurity, but there's an insecurity in them. They're not insecure towards you, and ergo they're ignoring you because, oh my God, I can't be with this person, or this, that, or the other, or oh, I'm not good enough for pile number 3. That's not what it is. It has a lot to do. I mean, very much to do with just... They feel like they were not worthy of a lot of things. They feel like it wouldn't shock me if these people were bullied, or they went through a lot of traumas, or they never thought they were good enough for anything. So now they have this huge chip on their shoulder to just try to prove the world wrong. It's not... They don't... Again, this has nothing to do with you. You're part of their life and you always will be. But if they're focusing on you, if they're ignoring you, they're more so focused on themselves, because they just don't feel like they're good enough. They want the better job, they want the better status, they want to be accepted more. They understand that they're accepted by you. But it's just they're acting out of trauma. They're acting out of just like they're just scared to fail. They don't, and I'm not saying that they're ignoring you because they're always saying, "Oh, I can always do better." That's not what it is. They just don't feel like they're good enough. So this is not to prove you anything. All of the stuff that they're doing, they're not ignoring you to show you, to come around and show you, oh, hey, you see, I'm not that much of a loser. Or I'm not this whatever I was grown up to believe I was. As more so to just, they're trying to tell themselves that this person, I'm not going to go as far as to say that they have invalid insecurities. It's like they're very insecure, but it's not because of anything that you did. It's just their upbringing. They were not the most sought after. They didn't have the most wonderful lifestyle. So their whole life, and even to this point, has just been hunter-gatherer. It's just all been about hunting and gathering all that money, gathering all that status, because they just don't feel like they're worthy enough. It could be from something from their upbringing. It might be one of their parents or both of their parents might have thought that they would pan out to be anything, or their peers might have seen them as losers, or they just like whatever. Just they were never really accepted, so they don't expect to be accepted. They really don't. And the fact, and you may accept them, maybe you don't, but they are just so focused on being ready for the best scenario, whether if it's with you, with someone else, or just like with themselves. They're really trying to get this huge funk out of this lack of worthiness. They don't have a great sense of their self-worth, because throughout their lives, they've been led to believe that they are worthless, that they have no worth, that they have no purpose. And that's discouraging. And they're doing everything they can to prove to themselves and to the world that they are, that nothing that these other people they said was true, but that they're scarred by that. I remember trauma. They're dealing with their traumas. They're gathering a lot of resources and money to help cope with their traumas. Some people become misers. Some people become rich and just like very egotistical and narcissistic, not because of not exclusively because they were brought up like that, but and raised by that, but it was because they were not raised. And I'm not saying that they're brats or anything, but they didn't come from a stable parental things. They had to fight for everything that they did, and they still, you know, they had to fight for everything that they have. And you know what? It's just it's disheartening. They don't want to be in a position where they are vulnerable. And I can understand that there are people out there who just don't want to be seen as that. It's okay to show some vulnerability, but the thing is that if you really want to go above and beyond, you can't show vulnerability. You have to show, because especially if it's a male, vulnerability is very frowned upon, and not taken that seriously. And they don't and nobody at this day and age wants a vulnerable man. They might want a vulnerable woman, and if you are a vulnerable woman, you know, that's perfectly okay. But if this is a man who's ignoring you, then that's most likely what it is. It's just insecurity. Now, if it's a woman that's ignoring you, it could be similar. They're just very focused on themselves and trying to get their stuff together. Not saying that they're out with others to help elevate them or anything, but they're just trying to figure their life out. Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. Earth healing. Spiritual service. Soul child. Initiation by water. Seventh ray of ritual order and ceremony. Trust in the plan. It's all about, you see, even earth healing and spiritual service, they're not ignoring you because, again, not because of anything that you did, but they need a lot of healing. And they're seeking a lot of spiritual service. They're trying to ascend and they want to ascend, not in terms of just like socially, but they want to ascend spiritually, because right now they are a soul child. They have a lot of innocence and drive to prove others wrong, but the thing is that when you're a kid, not only are you overlooked or not being taken seriously at times, but that's when you have a lot of the visions and you want to prove people wrong, that you want to go above and beyond. And that is exactly what's going on here. They're not ignoring you. I can't say it enough. It's not, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just an internal war that they're going through. An internal war with themselves. And it's just, it's gut-wrenching. It really, really, really is. It hurts. But they're doing whatever they can, and they are trusting in the plan. They know that there's some kind of a plan for them, and they don't want you or anyone to interfere with that plan. Not that your intent was, or your pure existence interferes with their plan, or that you're not part of the plan. It's just that they are just trying to figure themselves out. They're working really hard to improve themselves, and they are trusting in this plan. And also, we can apply this to you here. Despite all this, you should trust in the plan. Understand that there is a plan for you, and there's a reason why all of this is happening. Why they're ignoring you, whether if it's a he or a she. The thing is that it's just, you just need to be patient. You need to be patient and understand that that there is a bigger plan for you and for them, and they're just trying to figure that out. They're trying their dangest to set up a plan. Maybe it is a plan with you and them. It could be. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. I'm just relaying what the cards say. But in all seriousness, yeah. Just, this person is in a growth, is at a time of growth. Or this whole dynamic between you and both of you are at a time of growth. And so there are just some things where you just need to focus on improving yourselves, and they understand that. Shadow self. Golden crown. Moving forward. New chapter. Be fearless. Hope. Time out. This person, shadow self, they're doing a lot of shadow work. They're working a lot within the darkness of themselves. And they are just trying to do whatever it is to go above and beyond their traumas. They want to wear that golden crown. They want to move forward, whether if it's with you or someone else. They want a new chapter. They're not ignoring you because, oh, they can start a new chapter with someone else. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they want to start a new chapter in their life. Now, whether that has to deal with you or someone else with a new chapter, it is holistically and even parts realistically more so for them and with them. They want, it's really up to them what kind of a chapter and what kind of a life they want to develop. But regardless of what it is, you should be fearless. You shouldn't be scared of what this person chooses, because it is about, at the end, what's best for both parties. They do know that you care about them. They do know that that you mean well. It's just that it's not. And again, they might want to move forward with you. They may not. But regardless of what it is, they just want to. They're just all about self-improvement, and if they want to take you with them, they will. If they don't, then I apologize. But again, that's all up to them. But regardless of what happens, you should be fearless, and you should have hope that whatever happens is for the better. So it's best if you do take a little bit of a time out. Don't think about them. Put them aside for a little bit. Just do you, focus on you. You shouldn't be worried about them. It's for something a lot bigger, a lot better. And it's something that they need to work on. The fact that they're trying to improve themselves for the better and do things for the best of both parties, you and them, just shows how strong and how amazing that is. That's very considerate. They're very considerate, very caring, very loving. That's a very strong, just amazing thing to do. They care about you so much that they're doing whatever not just about you, but also about them. They care about both parties so much that they're just making sure absolutely that both parties can be harmonious, whether if it's together, not together, or just different occupations, whatever the circumstance is. They want the best for both parties. That's amazing. Anyways, thank you so very much for watching that, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that reading. So, please like, comment, share, and subscribe so the echoes expand.